Hi everyone, this is Tony, and I wanted to go over week 3 and go over the resources and the exercise for developing a standardized patient case, as well as discuss at the end of this uh, a modification to the course itself. So the first thing that you're going to see when you open up week 3 is a link to the synchronous session this Thursday night at 7 p.m. And at that time I'll answer any questions, discuss any issues, and assist you in getting started in writing your case. So I hope you can make that meeting. And also included in this week, of course, is the lecture and a PDF version of that lecture. So there are a lot of resources this week that I've provided. One is the SP case development template, SP case examples, and a history taking outline. So let me go over in detail what that means. So first, you'll download the SP case template directions. And I also included with this week a video on how to write your case. So this really explains the template and some of the issues involved, some of the things that a case author would need to be thinking about when writing a valid SP case. So you'll take a look at this video, and then also this is what you will open up in the Blackboard. This is the template directions. Anything in red are the directions, but you will fill out your case on a blank template, which is also provided. So the SP case template is the template minus the directions. So it should be self-explanatory, but that's why we're meeting Thursday night in case it isn't. I think it makes sense, but you know, who knows? So that's why I think it's important that we discuss these issues if you're confused. The other thing I wanted to show you too were some examples comparing and contrasting different ways to write cases. I think in the field most of the cases tend to be text-based. I'm not sure why that is, but I found over a period of time working with SPs that you really have to appeal to their different learning styles. I think I explained this in the YouTube video, so I'll show you two examples of graphic-based cases and also a couple examples of text-based cases used at Albany Medical College. So it might be interesting for you to discuss and think about what are the differences, what are the implications of having these two different styles of standardized patient cases, because the cases really, as I've tried to explain, is a document for learning. It's not only a document for organizing the learning exercise, but also it's a document that's going to be picked up and used by a standardized patient to portray their case in a reliable and standardized way. The other thing I included was a history taking outline, and this is something that I've used for first year students who are just starting out learning to take a history, followed by a standardized patient exercise. And it's also something that I've used with fourth year students, third and fourth year students that are about to take the National Standardized Patient Exam, because often what happens in the first 2 years, they're kind of in a closeted environment, very well controlled. They go from class to a standardized patient lab and back to class. Then in the third and fourth year, they hit reality, and sometimes they forget what they learn. And so part of my role when I was working in med school was to remind students of what they learned so that they could pass the national board exam. And so you'll see this guide to taking a systematic medical history just for your information, something to have that perhaps you would want to use or adopt where you're learning if you're working with first and second year med students or nursing students or pharmacology students. This can always be changed, adopted for your use. The other thing I wanted to talk about was changes to the SP case exercise. Unfortunately, I can't line up enough SPs so we're available in the time frame that we need them. What happened last time I ran this course was only 4 students took the course, and so it was relatively easy to line up 4 reliable SPs who could work with the students and give them some feedback. But this year, because of the time frame, it's just not going to be possible, especially because now we have 10 students. So The SPs will not be available, but I will. I'll be reviewing each of your cases and providing you feedback. And I can do this, we can set up a Skype session and discuss the case in detail, what might need to be changed, but I'll give you at the very least written feedback about how the case looks to me as someone who's written a lot of these cases and edited quite a few over the past 20 some years. And this actually is probably better for everyone because it means not having to contact someone, setting up a Skype session. I know some of the students are busy, perhaps on vacation. It's just a busy time of year for everyone, so I hope this works for people. And instead of an SP, you then interviewing an SP about someone else's case, what you'll do is provide a case to another student, and we'll just go down the list alphabetically. I'll organize that. You'll pass your case on to another student, and a student will give you feedback on the case rather than a standardized patient doing it. So I think that's also a very useful way to carry out this exercise. Then, of course, there's the discussion board. There'll be quite a lot of things to discuss over the next couple of weeks about the case development process, the virtue of, for example, text-based versus graphic-based cases and issues that may come up. So I look forward to hearing what you're writing about these issues. And as always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to talk with you. I won't be available. I believe it's Sunday. I think that's either the 17th or the 18th through Tuesday. I'll be returning Wednesday, so I'll be out at a conference. Sunday, returning Wednesday, and I can always chat with you in the evening, except for Tuesday night when I'm going to be heading back. But just drop me a line or text me, and I'll be happy to talk with you when I can and when you're available too. So I hope this makes sense, and look forward to talking with you this Thursday night. Take care. Thanks.